Welcome back, boxing fans. What a show we have for you today. And first of all, I would like to apologize for missing our last week's air date. Unfortunately, during the press conference, we had quite the event. Not to mention a foul-mouthed dolphin, which, coming from me, the dynamite, says a lot. But with that all being said, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Welcome back to the Punchline. We're your hosts, Lightning Lou, Category 5, and of course myself, Daisy Dynamite. And right off the bat, we're going to kick it off to Kyle so that he can go over the first two fights for us.
Our first fight was Wolv versus Orie, and if you looked away for just a second, you missed it. It was a quick one. Wolv got the knockout fairly early in the first round, I believe. Orie, veteran of the ring. Wolv, really making a name for himself, in my opinion. He's no joke. He's quite the contender. Our next fight was Slim versus Jovanta. That one was also a quick one. We actually had the chance to sit down with Slim, and here is our interview with him.
I guess the first thing that we're going to do is find out from Slim how he went into that ring and prepared himself to do what he had done.
Oh, you're enough.
Honestly, I don't know. I wasn't really expecting, I didn't know what to expect with Jovanta. I'd seen him fight Orie once, and I knew Orie whooped him. And sorry, I don't know if I can say that or not. Orie beat him, and I was like, if Orie can beat him, I think I can. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go out there and explode off the bell like I always do. And depending if he actually throws a power shot back or not, I'll back off. But if he doesn't, I'm just gonna keep going. And he didn't throw anything, so I just kept going at him.
Now, Cryptic wise, you're, I believe, 2-0 now.
Yeah, 2-0 in Cryptic, and then I'm not sure what I am in grid games because I still haven't made it, unfortunately. But yeah, the 2-0 in Cryptic, both by knockout.
Heck yeah, that's the best kind of record to have.
Yeah, no, it's a good feeling, definitely.
You're definitely standing out as one of the up-and-comers.
Yeah, I'm trying. Honestly, the biggest thing I'm trying to do is just stay as active as I possibly can, win or lose. I think that the more active I am, the more experience I'm going to get. So therefore, I'm just going to get better I actually was talking about this with someone the other day. I was looking at the all-time sparring list, and I was like, man, we aren't even close to cracking the top 20. So it's like we got to put in double the work that these guys that have been doing it a while have, um, to even try to catch up to their experience.
Now, brother, I do have a bit of an off-topic question.
All right.
Your feet are a little dark.
Oh,
Is that frostbite or?
No, I don't wear shoes, and you pick up some dirt along the way. So my feet are just a little dirty. That's all. Just a little though.
It's all good.
No, actually, I started this in football. I don't know. It just kind of was it's kind of like a gag. I don't know. One day I just came out without cleats on and had dirty toes, and everyone loved it. And on my main account, I'm Andrew Rice, so I would go by Dirty Foot Drew. That's what everybody would call me. So it's just kind of something that has like stuck over the years. I did it kind of just to like keep my team relaxed, make them laugh, and like, and it's kind of just turned into like this ongoing thing.
I always wondered that.
Yeah, no, it's just a meme, just a joke basically.
Yeah, don't worry, Kyle. I wondered the same thing when I saw him in the ring and when they announced that he doesn't fight with shoes on. So then I looked at his feet and I was like, oh my god, he really doesn't.
Yeah, who needs shoes, man?
I mean, but dude, it's so weird. We've sparred together and I never noticed that entire time you weren't wearing shoes up until I saw you in that ring like at Cryptic 18.
Oh man, I'm one with the nature, you know. Even though we're not anywhere near the nature usually in the boxing ring, but
So let me just ask my usual question that I ask all boxers on here, just off the cuff. So what advice would you have for, say, a new boxer coming in?
oh, I'm still pretty new myself, but if I had to give my best piece of advice to a new person coming in, I would say don't get frustrated with the results of the spars. I know because I know a lot of guys get like real frustrated with sparring and stuff. But I think like the more you spar and the more like you stay calm, you can actually like process what's happening and process information. And I think it'll benefit you a lot more than, getting flustered over sparring, which that's exactly what it's supposed to be is sparring. It's not a real fight, so there's no reason to get emotional over it.
Heck yeah, heck, I'll even admit, hey, I get flustered sometimes.
Yeah, no, I've noticed a lot of guys do. It surprises me.
So you're signed up with the CBL, but you represent the Banana Slugs gym?
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's basically our football. We're basically a group of friends that play like a few games together. But we started in football, and honestly, I never thought I would box. Honestly, I was pretty against it for a long time in SL. I'll be honest. And then Quinray actually is the one who convinced me to come try it, and I gave it a try. And honestly, it's probably the most fun I've had on SL in a long time. I think that the system's pretty in depth. I think the community's really cool. I think what you guys do at Cryptic is really cool. I've never seen anything like it. Um, it blew like football's production out the water. Um, Overall, I never thought I would do boxing, but yeah, back to your point. That's where Banana Slugs comes from, and that is who I represent. Yeah, Cheese Quicksand's our owner as well.
Fair enough.
I'm not the host of the show, obviously, but I kind of been wondering why did you not want to do boxing earlier, like prior to Quinray, mentioning it.
Um, I kind of thought so. I had heard about the other system, and I heard there was a lot of like cheesy stuff with the other system, and like guys would try to essentially like I don't know, not cheat their way to win, but just push the loopholes to the boundaries, with the other system. And I guess I just thought there was like better things out there to do in SL. But by far, I don't know, man. It's been a blast.
I feel like that's a little bit of what Fightality is all about, is just having. I mean, there's the competitive edge to it, but it's all about chill and relax. I mean, we're all about fun here.
Yeah, no, I could tell. It was cool. It was cool coming into Cryptic and like seeing the gyms and seeing the different gyms and seeing the teams. Like I've hung out with Andorra a lot, like Kaka and Zane and them guys over there. I got a lot of respect for them as well as you guys.
So Slim, tell me how far do you think you'll be taking your career?
I have no idea. I don't know how long it's going to take me to even get. I want to win a belt. That's all I want to do, really. I want to reach the pinnacle. Um, but I'll probably do it, I don't know, at least for the remainder of the year, and I'll just kind of see how I feel after that, you know?
Okay.
I think there's so much to do in the boxing world and like different belts, like grid games. I'd like to even just get in the finals of grid games. I've been unsuccessful at that so far. Thanks, Robert. But no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I at least want to make it in the grid games finals and win a belt in a league and just kind of see what's out there for maybe the year and see how it looks after that.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm certain you'll get into the grid games. Believe me, man. Like when we fought in that grid games, you were so close to knocking me out. Like you're a heavy hitter, man. You're a really heavy hitter, but not like that heavy hitter. You know, not the one we dislike. But you get
Yeah,
what I
no,
mean.
not heavy hitter. No, dude, don't say his name 3 times. He might show up.
Well, you got one more weekend. One more week.
Yeah, no, I know it's coming up, and there's some good guys still in there. AB Otter's pretty good. He's one that I'm not looking forward to facing, or any of my teammates, because I got unlucky and faced Quinray that one week, and that sucked. So, guess that's one of the cons of grid games, though, is you can end up facing your friends and stuff because it's a single elimination style. But I guess that's kind of like in league as well. Like I'm sure you faced plenty of your friends and Kyle and Lewis, even Robert. I'm sure you faced a lot of your friends. So I guess that's just a part of it.
Oh, I have. Yeah, there's I feel like that's part of the whole reason that me and Josh wanted to fighting for this belt, but uh, that's of course a topic for a little later on in this podcast, I'm sure.
Right, right, right.
Well, that's
Don't
coming
spoil
soon,
anything too
Robert.
early.
That's coming soon, Robert.
I mean, what more can be said from that interview, honestly? Our next fight was the third bout of the evening. And when I say this was the most explosive, controversial fight of the evening, it literally started out a week earlier in the press conference.
I think that garnered more attention than the main event, in my opinion.
Honestly, Kyle, I think you're right. I mean, unfortunately, though, this was our main reason for not really being able to air the press conference, but just because I like to cause a little bit of trouble, here's a little clip from it.
I
Call me
fucking
another
got you.
bitch. I'll
I
hurt
got
up
you,
right
little
now and
bitch.
kick your ass
Shut the
right
fuck
now.
up.
Hey,
Okay,
wait, wait, wait,
boys
wait,
and
wait, wait,
girls,
wait.
Take your wife.
Can we have order? Hey, Brent.
That's
All
not
right,
how.
all right. Let's get to the fight.
Hey, go
Let's
slap
get
his right now.
Heavy,
Shit.
stop
Pussy.
go
All y'all
fire his
instigating.
pussies.
ass up.
The
Go
fuck?
fire
Hey,
his
hey.
ass up. We
All
gonna
right, guys, come on now. Hey, I ain't got no security. Y'all gonna have me down trying to get busted up, trying to stop y'all. But hey, y'all got a week away, right? Hey, if there's anybody wants to fight, we can book you here. So you already know how it goes. Anybody wants to talk shit, hey, come to me. We'll book the fight and prove it to everybody that hasn't fought or haven't been to Cryptic before, so they can see that solder fest.
I mean, honestly, according to Quinray, he was in it to sell tickets and in it to prove a point. And I mean, he's one of those fighters you either hate him or you really hate him, apparently. But prove a point, he did. Quinray won that fight over Eros. And of course, the only thing he could say afterwards was his favorite line. What press conference. What? I don't really know, but damn, that fight was just the tip of this event. And honestly, if you weren't biting your nails after the first two fights, you was definitely biting your nails and hanging on to the edge of the seat, either cheering on for the underdog, which everybody thought was Quinray, but turned out to be Eros. And unfortunately for that dog, Quinray put him down. Sorry. But with that all being said, this brings us to our last fight of the evening. And I don't even have the words to describe this one, so I'm going to let Lightning Lou tell you about this one.
Well, I tell you, that main event with Josh and Robert was insane. It had me on the edge of my seat. I swear, if you missed that fight, you missed a great fight. I mean, both great fighters in the ring. One could only be the champion, and Robert ended up pulling it off. I do believe he just pulled it off. I don't understand, but that man has more tricks up his sleeve.
Man, there's something to be said about that. I mean, this fight was actually supposed to take place quite a while ago, but due to availability reasons, it just didn't happen. And then finally, we get to this event. It finally came to fruition, man. We knew it was going to be epic way back when, and man, we weren't disappointed. The entire bout, I was at the edge of my seat. I was glued to the screen. I couldn't look away. There was a lot of it was a constant back and forth with the two there. Both fighters showed a lot of heart, and Robert came out on top.
And if you all want to know how it went, here's the interview. Not to mention, we still got to go over the Josh and Robert fight that just passed.
That one was... I felt like that fight was a long time coming. I mean, it was set to take place last year, but due to availability, it just didn't come to fruition. Finally got the fight done this Saturday, and oh my goodness, that was a nail biter from literally start to finish.
Man, you're telling me I was the one in the ring. It
Oh
wasn't.
yeah, I felt like I was in there too.
Me and you both.
And I mean, on that note, let's give a round of applause to our new male fighting belt holder, champion holder. I don't know.
The CBL World Men's Champion.
The new
There we go.
PBL champion.
That's my goat.
Now, Robert, we're all wondering what was going through your head that whole fight.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that's a loaded question to me, honestly. Because, like, what wasn't going through my head?
It's probably easier to ask that question, huh?
Probably would be. But I guess the main thought that was going through my head, and I kind of mentioned this in the post-match when Jack was interviewing us, was just honestly to just be me. You know, don't pretend to be something that I wasn't. Don't get in there and like pretend to be a knockout fighter and lie, because I've realized especially in Cryptic's arena, like only the truth is gonna come out in that arena. You might say, "Oh, I'm gonna knock this guy out inside of this first round and this thing," and then you get in there and you're staring up at the lights because, like I said, Cryptic's arena doesn't let you walk in there and do something that you're not supposed to do. So I just figured I needed to do what I'm good at and only what I'm good at. If I decided to try something that I wasn't good at, I'd be staring up at those lights and I wouldn't be talking here about having this belt.
I do have a question for you, Rob. We know, and you know that your bread and butter is points. Am I correct?
You'd definitely be correct. We
Okay.
fought Spartan numerous times, yeah.
Yes. So, I guess my question to you is, if you got in that ring and the point system wasn't in your favor and it wasn't working, what would you have done next? Like, what would have been your second strategy?
I guess my second strategy would have had to have been to try to hire him out, make sure that he can't really swing back at me, and that's when I can get very aggressive. But
Yeah.
that's, of course, a very risky strategy to implement, especially when fighting someone like Josh, because you might get on that aggressiveness, you think that you're just about to get him, and then boom, uppercut to the gut, and you're on the floor.
Well, we
Gas-
all know Josh, and we all know that he is one of the masters of blocking his gut. We know that. I mean, I'm just wondering. I guess my next question to you is, how many strategies did you go into that ring with?
Oh, to be honest with you, sure, I came in with a couple strategies. I figured, okay, I can try some clenching to break up the flow. I can maintain the spacing. I can do all these kind of things. But those were just the baseline strategies, if you ask me, because I feel like once you get into that ring, there's certain fighters where, yeah, everything just goes according to plan and you'll be fine. But then there's other fighters where you get into that ring and your plan kind of just changes on the fly. So, to some degree, I feel like I wouldn't be wrong to say that the moment that bell rung, there was no plan. The plan was to just fight. And that comes off as kind of ridiculous, but I say it all the time. A fight is a fight. You can do all the planning that you want, you could prepare all that. But at the end of the day, it's a fight. It may or may not go your way. This time it did.
I guess you can say you're a man without a plan, and that's very dangerous, apparently.
I feel like that would be accurate, but more than just not having a plan. I'm a man that's ready to adapt, and I feel like that's the biggest thing that we need as fighters, is to be able to adapt on the fly. Because having that plan is, if you can't adapt and that plan goes out the window, you're still going to be staring up at the light by the end of that match.
Well, we all know that to be true in the world of boxing is you have to, I mean, you have to be ready for anything. Anything can change after that bell rings. I mean, I've gone in the ring as well, and I've gone through 8 or 9 strategies in one boxing match. So yeah, I know how it is, and I know how all my strategies may fall apart, and I gotta think of a new thing on the fly. I mean, yeah, I know how that works too. But that was an amazing fight. I can definitely say that.
I mean, I'll even give a small example for some people that, if you rewatch the fight. There was a moment in the fifth round where of course I was up on points and Ludi in the commentator seat figured out, he's up on points. He could just, if he plays his cards right, he could just sit back, chill out,
Oh, I
like
remember
not
that. Yeah.
have to swing much on Josh and just, just kind of sit, like just kind of chill for the rest of this round and just let the points like do the talking. And oof, I tried that for like a second, and in that fifth round, man, Josh was just going at it. Like, if I didn't score that knockdown in that fifth round, to be honest, Josh would have had the points on that specific round. And, during that, all I was thinking was, oh my God, I gotta just try not to get knocked out because he is going hard with all these punches. And that just goes to show you that, like, you can have that plan, but if that plan goes out the window, what's now? Like, what are you going to do now? Do you make a new plan? Do you adapt? Do you lose? Like, what's gonna happen?
I mean, I think the bigger thing to come out of that is don't fucking listen to Ludi.
Yeah.
I think that should have been like your golden ticket there.
Well, okay, so it wasn't like I was exactly planning to listen to Ludi, but it just like I stepped back for a second, and I guess Josh figured out he's gonna listen to Ludi, and that's when he started just swinging, and at that point it's like, okay, I gotta find a moment where I can actually retaliate because I need to have some reason for him to stop punching me.
It all just depends, actually, on it could be a good plan with some fighters, but Josh is not one of them fighters. I mean, he's hard to get away from. He's always in your face. I mean, yeah, I mean, like you, I've been in the ring with the man before twice, so I know. He's hard to shake, and I think backing off was definitely not a good thing to do when it comes to him.
I mean, honestly, what more could be said other than that? And I mean, I'm sorry, to be honest, I think I might have fallen asleep there a little bit when you and Robert got into the technical bout of it, Lou. But I promise, I woke up at the end.
Yeah, I know the technical part could be a little tiring. You just have to know a little bit about it to actually for it to catch your attention. But believe me, I understand.
Hmm. But I mean, you heard it from us. It was literally quite the bout to remember. All 5 rounds, like Kyle said. We were all on the edge of our seats. But don't worry, boxing fans. Our next event promises to be just as good, and Category 5 actually has our lineup. Let's go over that.
So, starting off the next event, our first bout is Tani versus Coven. Tani, no stranger to the ring. Coven, I still believe, is an up-and-comer.
Yeah, I do
Though,
believe you're right, but she's got a mean set of fists on her.
oh yes, I mean she's certainly making a name for herself. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean that one might be hard to predict, or
I don't know. I've never really saw Tanya in the ring myself, but what do you say, Coach?
Well, honestly, I think without a shadow of doubt, I can see Coven bringing this home. I really can. She's just a little bit more. She's more aggressive when needs to be. So I really see her taking this fight home.
Hmm. Okay, fair enough. Well, you heard it here, guys. Coach votes for Kevin for the first bout. Who's our second bout, Kyle?
Our second bout is Faux5 versus Zane. Faux5 has competed at Cryptic before. I believe it was back in Cryptic 8. I believe that was his only event here. He's just now returning to the ring, and he's facing off against Zane, a newcomer out of the Andorra gym. That'll be interesting to see. I have not seen either of them fight before. And I think we can go ahead and say this event is going to be full of up-and-coming and returning fighters, both seasoned and new. I, for one, am excited for it. What do you guys think?
I mean, I'm there with you. I've never seen either one of them fight, so let's get your prediction, Coach.
So I could see Zane coming out on top on this one. Faux5, I haven't really seen him in the ring. I mean, if I don't see you in the ring or see you practicing or even spar against you, I really have to go with what I know on this. And right now, I see Zane taking this.
Yeah, third fight of the evening. We have two new fighters to Cryptic, to the Cryptic scene. We have Ace and Roshi. Ace I haven't seen too much of, but I know for sure Roshi has a mean set of hands on him, which could work for or against him. Judging from my experience, he has a mean punch, but sometimes he can get a little careless.
I mean, most of us can on our first bouts, so this one should be interesting. Much like the rest, I don't really know what to go either way because I haven't seen them fight, but oh, I don't know. What do you think on this one, Coach?
Well, this could be a 50-50 thing. Honestly, I do see Roshi. I do see him coming on top, but if he makes a mistake or he overswings, that could be the end of him. Just for the fact that I do know Ace, he's going to exploit that. Any kind of weakness, I think would be the end of Roshi. So it could go either way.
And finally, for our main event, we have Slim Slugger out of the Banana Slugs gym versus Kaka, who is fighting out of Andorra. Slim, he's quite the competitor. Kaka, I haven't seen. I've seen him spar. I've seen him compete in other events. I could go 50-50 with this one, but I could see Slim, given his experience, taking the win on this one. But it would be interesting to hear what you guys think.
I mean, honestly, from watching the last event, I think the barefooted boxer uses that ability of no shoes to win and move fast. But that's not saying that his hands are slow by any means, because, I mean, hell, that fight with Jovanta, all I saw was a blur. And it kind of made me a little jealous that he's allowed to fight in the ring with no shoes on. Like, that's not fair. I don't like having to put shoes on half the time myself. So I think I might have to go to Jack on this one. Kaka, I've only ever seen him fight once, and I think that was for an event coming up. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have to give this one to Slim. What's your thoughts, Lou?
Well, I believe Slim will have this one in the bag, to be honest with you. Just for the fact I've had the pleasure of being in the ring with both of them. And let me tell you, when it comes to, I guess when it comes to power and speed, Slim's got it all day long.
Well, boxing fans, you heard it here first. That's our next upcoming event, February 21st. Don't forget, tickets are on sale now. Also, during that event, we got the pleasure of getting the newest thing brought to you by Cryptic. And it was actually a program outlining information about the boxers brought to you by Cryptic's very own Sunday, who is launching Cryptic's first. I heard you giggle because you thought of ice cream, didn't you?
I'm a sucker for it.
Me too. Cryptic's very own magazine, which is actually due to release the first issue this week. So stop by the arena, stop by the gym, check it out for sure. And don't forget, while you're here, grab your fan merch for your favorite boxers so that the next event you can cheer them on in style. Everything is designed in-house by our very own Candace Cryptic. And when I tell you this shit is amazing, it's the bomb. I love waving my flags in the middle of these fights to cheer on my favorite boxers and everything else, and it makes the experience that much cooler, I have to say.
Heck yeah.
But before we end off this episode, I want to give y'all a sneak peek of something, I don't know, I'm personally super fucking excited for, because this event coming up on March 7th, it's going to be not only a clash of titans, a clash of friends, but a clash of storms. And I mean, I'm talking about a huge storm front. We are going to see 4 belts on the line. The women's, we have Illy, the current reigning champion, against Kyle's very own Carla. Our second fight for that evening on March 7th, our very own Category 5 versus Lightning Lou. The biggest clash of storms. I'm sure we're going to see a whole lot of fireworks between these two. But, as you can tell, they're still
Shoot, I don't think the stadium's going to have a roof after that one.
Nope.
Well, I was just about to say, y'all are still keeping it kind of friendly, but,
Look, when it comes to outside the ring, we all good. Once we get in that ring, there's no friends in that ring.
It's war.
Right. It's a job that we're being paid to do.
This is true. And I mean, win or lose, y'all will shake hands at the end of it and still love each other like brothers. What can we say? The third fight of championships is our new reigning championship for the male division, Robert Vegas, going up against Trayvon the businessman. I mean, this last fight with Josh versus Robert, I was waving my Josh flag. As much as I hate to do it, I think I'm going to have to purchase a Trayvon flag.
Yeah, I think actually Trayvon might have this one in the bag, to be honest with you.
Oh, I can't wait to find out.
The last time I squared off against Trey in a pro setting, it was right around when he turned his career around, and man, he is quite the force to be reckoned with.
I mean, I don't know about you two, but I am absolutely like shaking in my seat with excitement, just waiting for March 7th to come, because those first 3 fights are going to be amazing as it is. But the last fight of that evening, y'all remember when Brandon Ghost got in the ring for his big comeback? He made the most amazing call out at the end of that round. And it's coming true. We get to watch Brandon Ghost. I honestly just want to say kick the shit out of Ludwig. But I mean, I think I'll keep it a little bit more professional and be like, he gets to fight Ludwig, our very own commentator of the Cryptic gyms. I mean, how more excited could you be other than that?
This will be the second time I've gotten to see Ludwig get his ass beat. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
I might have a opposite approach to this one. I mean, granted, we have about a little under a month, so both fighters have a chance to get ready for this. I know Brandon, he's been training, he's been out there, especially with changes to the HUD lately. But I did see Ludwig training, so it could go 50-50 depending. I'm not
really
saying
don't
it's going to
know.
be entirely one-sided, but
I mean, honestly, I don't even think Ludwig can fight his way out of a wet paper bag.
I mean, this is how I could be certain, okay? I mean, Ludwig, he's got more bark than he does a bite. We've all seen it. I know I've seen it. I've seen him talk a good game and then fall asleep in the match. So, I mean, the reason why I believe that he's going to lose this fight is because Brandon, he's already got the experience. He's already got the know-how of the way the system works. Unfortunately, Ludwig does not. And I've seen him in the ring sparring, and what have we been seeing? Him hit that mat more than once. So he's got a long road ahead of him. I'm not saying he can't do it. I'm just saying he actually would have to get out there and train and train and train. And I just don't see that.
Well, I mean, like Kyle said, he's got a month. So during this whole month, you can be sure you will hear us jittering and vibing with excitement for this upcoming fight on March 7th. And I mean, not only is it going to be a big fight of champions, but it's the 20th event for Cryptic. That in itself is a huge accomplishment for the gym. 20 events. Like, that's insane.
Cryptic's made it this far, and we couldn't do it without hard work, dedication, and the fans.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the fans and definitely the support from the Cryptics, that's what brought us all here. Like, if it wasn't for Jack and Fur and Candace holding us all to where we're supposed to be and helping us get there, none of us would even be sitting here right now.
Needless to say, that is going to be one heck of an evening.
Any final remarks, Coach?
Just good luck to all the fighters in the next event.
All right. Any closing remarks? Category 5?
It's going to be an interesting event.
So
As
with
far
that
as-
all, whoop, go ahead, Kyle.
Nah, go ahead.
So with that all being said, fans, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to catch us on February 21st for the next event, Cryptic 19, and stay tuned for so much more to come as we build up the hype. So much so that we might need a second sim just to house yous all for this viewing. But with that all being said, have a great night. This is actually Friday the 13th that we're recording on, so happy Friday the 13th to all my freaky witches out there, just like me. And, well, for those that absolutely love it, happy Valentine's Day to y'all tomorrow from the Punchline. Mwah!
Men, don't forget to get your lady a gift.
Yeah, or she
Yeah, or
might
there'll be a
pick up
real
some pair of
doghouse out in the
boxing
backyard.
gloves.
Alrighty.
Yay!